Um,
Well, see, red velvet cake is really just chocolate cake with red dye mixed in. So,
you got me there. That's fair.
Right? That is perfectly reasonable and justified story.
Everything eventually turns brown anyway.
How about
that was the problem.
now?
There wasn't enough dye. I had to make more dye. There was extra dye.
Die, huh?
And I got this fun 7 figurine at the party as a little party favor. Look at me, I make good berry pancakes. It's great. I love it.
That was really good.
Impression of me? Seems like an impression of me. I'm new to this Monty. Should I be offended?
They say that impression is the sincerest form of flattery, so yeah, be flattered.
Well, you are one limb closer to being me. You only have the one limb, so you have a little more to go.
So,
Yeah.
as you guys are having this exchange, the little halfling watch captain is looking very unamused. And,
Is he still waiting on pancakes? Is that why he's looking so pissed off?
no, but I'm assuming that you would be Rancor.
I didn't do it. But yeah, I'm Rancor.
We have some questions for you in particular. A witness pegged you on a bridge about a week ago. Group of halflings, a one-legged man, any of this sounding familiar?
Sounds like a joke. I'm waiting for the punchline. A horse walks into a bar. A midget, a one-legged man.
So you don't know anything about this then?
I mean, I might have passed through somewhere. There's a lot of bridges here. What seems to be the problem?
Well, somebody's fingered you and your compatriots here for murder.
Fingered and pegging. Jesus Christ.
Pegged and fingered.
He looks over at the other guards and they just kind of like shrug at him.
No, it could have been me. You can ask anybody here. I've been here for the last 3 days. Well, nights anyway. Monty can vouch for me, I'm sure.
Well, this here is a tavern, and he has a room, and that's where he goes to sleep, and then he comes down here. Seven makes him some, good berry pancakes, and then I just serve him his beer. That's what we do. Speaking of which, have you ordered any?
I was just about to offer. We have some fresh pancakes, good berry pancakes, fresh off the skittle.
I didn't come here for food, but those pancakes don't sound half bad.
All right, another round it is. Be right back.
I'm also putting up 2 more newspaper articles from the days following the last adventure.
Could I also pull out, some chairs and stuff, for the officers? I have big respect for the law. Just nod, be as helpful as possible. Try to cover up the fact that I'm crying because they're there. This was my biggest fear. Yeah. Take my seat, sir. I appreciate everything you've been doing. Great
Well-
work today.
That is very kind of you. He looks over at the other guys again and they give him another shrug. You know, you're all so helpful, even the one with the giant red velvet cake cutting sword. Nothing at all like the picture that was painted for me. It did take us a little while to track you down, but
You said different than the picture that was painted?
he's got a mouthful of Goodberry pancakes at this point.
Nice.
What I meant was the story that was told to me, you know, picture that was painted, turn of phrase.
Fair, fair.
Well, why don't you share? What was the picture that was painted, story-wise?
Like a bunch of murderous hooligans, and, you, sir, if you are the proprietor of this fine establishment, which you appear to be, were painted as a, murderous, drowning madman.
This little
That
guy.
doesn't sound like Monty.
Well, that's,
Not at
I
all.
mean,
The only
turns
weapon he
to
knows how to
Carl.
wield is a
We're
mop.
just old men. Yeah, he's got a mop.
He turns to Carl and says, and, what was your name again, sir?
Oh, it's Carl.
Do you have a last name, Carl?
O'Malley.
I see. Do you know a lot of people in this city, Mr. O'Malley?
I know a few people.
You remind me of someone that I'm looking for. A Carl O'Brien.
Can't say I know.
Right. Well, these pancakes were delicious, and you all seem lovely. I'm going to do some more investigating before I come back pointing the finger at you lovely individuals.
Now, I would say, just as a fair warning, the pancakes were made with Goodberry, which usually fills you up for the whole day, so be careful about eating too much later on. I don't think you'll be hungry.
Make sure
Just
you
bear
have a
with me.
light dinner and plenty of fiber.
And don't do any swimming in less than an hour. You'll cramp.
Now, yeah.
Be careful of that too.
Honestly, you all are just far too kind.
Whoa, stop it, you.
well, feel
Too
free
kind,
to
sir.
feel free to swing by anytime you'd like. You know, Tavernan is a very welcoming place for all sorts of people.
I will keep that in mind. Thank you very much, gentlemen, and you all have a wonderful afternoon.
Oh, what
You
was
all
his
come
name?
back now, you hear?
Is he gone?
What was his name?
I'm sweating bullets over here.
Having Seven say that in a robotic voice. That's great.
I'm looking for the name real quick, Sweeney. Julius, you would probably recognize that Rancor's arm is fucked up.
Yeah, I've already been kind of like just hovering around his arm for most of this conversation, just looking at the little mechanisms. And as the guys leave, can you take that off?
Oh, thank God. Yeah, please. Can you do something about this? This locked up on me real bad. It fucked up my whole fight.
Yeah, looks like shit. It's been bothering the crap out of me. And I'll just walk over to the corner and I'll start trying to tinker and fix it.
I'm getting a little bit of an
Wait.
echo from you, Corey.
Which
Wait,
Corey?
wait.
Armstrong.
I think.
Sorry.
Okay.
Is anybody else here? or-
So,
No.
So let me get this straight, Rancor. You can't just heal that?
Oh,
When my arm gets hurt, I just heal it up. It just heals. Can you not do that?
I don't think. Well, my arm doesn't have the inner workings that would allow it to heal on its own, and it's probably not probably doesn't have the same power source that like yours would.
my head pops around the corner. Seven, don't get jealous now. I offered my services to you, sir.
Really? You cannot just heal it. Okay. To each their own.
So, Julius,
Yeah.
as you've noticed, this has happened a couple times now. I don't know if there are any permanent fixes, or I don't know what you could do, but yeah, it probably needs some work. And at some point, maybe work with you on some ideas I might have for improving it further, making it more battle capable.
What does this actually do for you? What is the proposed use? Is this a gauntlet of some kind for armor, or do you use this to deal more damage than you take?
Well, it's a little bit of both. It doesn't do much for armor, but in the hand portion of it, there's a series of magnets, both in the little finger plates and a larger one that's in the palm. So it helps stabilize the larger sword. I don't actually hold and grip it per se, but it latches on magnetically to the bottom of it, so I can kind of, put my full force into it. The forearm itself has a little pop-up turret almost with a crank on the side of it that holds 6 repeating shots, like a mini hand crossbow. Cool. And the crossbow part's the part that keeps going on me.
Well, I can try to fix it. Question: in the long rest from last night, if I hit level 2 and got abilities that requires a long rest to do them, could I have used them, or
It's been
not?
days since the last
days.
adventure. It's actually,
Cool.
it's been about a week. The last adventure took place on Larvian 9th,
Okay.
and it's currently Larvian 16th.
Got it.
Sorry, trying to fix the echo.
Except for a small bag.
Say again?
Oh, good. So you as they usually, I'm not wearing all of the tools around my chest and my belt as you would normally see me carrying, small pouches, everything like that. I now just have one small bag on the side of my pants, belt, whatever.
So cool.
And you just see me reach into it and pull out an entire Tinkerer's set.
Oh,
Nice.
And
magic.
I guess to help fix his arm, I'd do a Tinker Tools check.
Okay.
If that's going to be a thing.
Yep.
So that's going to be... $25? Wait, no. 7. But I get a D4 on that if I use tools. 11. And I guess I can use... Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at 11 for now.
I'll cast guidance if that's possible.
Well, I could use the inspiration die too.
Yeah, so like the inspiration die would put you at advantage, which would make that a 29.
I'll take that.
Nice.
So instead of Julius exacerbating the problem, he manages to put a few supports into the lubricant pump in the automail. It's not gonna hold long term. This is a little bit outside of his like breadth of knowledge, but not something that if he could get some schematics for it, that he would have a hard time like you know, reverse engineering and improving upon it. He just needs a jumping off point.
Yeah, this will do for now, but maybe I'll meet up with Whistler and see if he has any of the original plans. If I could provide you with the blueprints, then maybe you can improve upon it.
Oh, I can definitely improve upon that. You get me the inside workings and I'll see what I can do.
Appreciate it.
Carl, have you noticed the owl that Seven now has?
No. Why is
Just keep
there?
hearing the hooting.
Why is there an owl? And why is it looking at me like I'm dinner? Get that thing away from me.
It's not a giant owl like the other one.
I'm 2'9".
Fair enough. Yeah.
Oh my
owls are
god, you're
big.
really 2'9"?
I'm tiny.
Little teeny boy.
Oh my god, you're tiny.
Yeah, Carl's a little guy.
I'm just gonna be standing underneath Rancor, like eyeing this bird.
Hubbard, you want to tell him about Sasha as Carl is like eyeing this thing?
The bird looks fierce.
Don't worry about Sasha. She is fine. She is friend. Ignore the bird.
I'm not gonna
Sasha,
do the bird.
say hello to Carl. He wants to be your friend.
No.
Sasha then flies over and lands on your shoulder.
I'm as big as a bird.
Which throws your balance off and you both
Yeah.
just eat it.
Yeah, just eat it.
She is a regular owl, so she doesn't weigh a whole lot.
Hear his lower back crack.
Okay, Sasha. Apparently he's not stable mount. Come fly to my shoulder.
And I
Yeah,
have her
there,
fly over to
Carl.
my shoulder, and as she lands on my shoulder, I telepathically tell her to just keep looking at Carl. Just keep staring at him.
No.
So as
What
I
kind
move,
of owl
as
is
Seven,
it? Like, is it a, like?
it's a barn owl. It's like a
It's a
black
barn
and it's like an ashy colored barn owl, but it has flecks of lime green on the wingtips and underneath.
Cool.
As I turn, because owls can turn their heads so far, as Seven is turning and moving his shoulders and moving, the head just stays locked
Just
facing
stays
Carl,
locked
even though the
the
body
entire time.
is turning.
I'm just like, no, that's a bad owl. I'm not dinner.
You had some bad run-ins with barn owls, Carl.
Birds in general, of that size and larger.
You mean of like regular size?
Yeah, of regular size.
Shh. Not that small.
Well, I don't think you have anything to worry about. I mean, shit.
I'm sorry, okay?
Well, that's all right. I don't know if Lorenzo had any family anyway, but he was a good gutter cleaner.
A gutter cleaning pixie named Lorenzo.
That's right.
Love it.
I miss him already. As I just pull out my bag of pixie dust and just kind of shake it a little bit.
Did y'all happen to see the two newspaper articles?
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that. Ranker, you might want to consider going to Wingtip Sundries for concealed carry, since you have, you know, kind of like a pea shooter attached to your arm. And also, I want to know why the Barking Squirrel hasn't been reviewed by the Sharn Inquisitive. I mean, they gave the King of Fire, which we all know sucks, you know, a review. And they Seven, they had the gall to put forth a good berry sorbet. Now, granted, it tasted like ogre dung, but I mean, good berries were our idea. I mean, your idea, but I mean, we had pancakes, Dan. That's right. I didn't even know until this thing showed up in the paper. I think they should.
Says shipment of medicine.
Paper?
Mhm.
Which day?
Stolen medicine shipment. Goblin at Mallin's Gate. Yep.
You know what I think we need? I think we need a good cup of coffee. Anybody up for coffee? Very well.
A religious section in the newspaper. Everybody just died on me. Can I get a quick line check to make sure I can hear?
A Warforged named what?
Check, check.
I got Corey's,
And
Steve.
I met that guy. Sorry, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
hear you now. I can hear Chris. Not seeing Matt Stewart. Matt.
I had some quick.
No, Atticus, I believe you've just been asleep half of them.
What was Rancor saying?
Yeah.
No.
Not at all. That wasn't
we-
us.
May have pushed them off the bridge, but as you saw, they all had coins. They should have just been fine.
What about the one in the barrel? You're saying that
You live by the drink, you die by the drink.
It's not a lie. He kind of drank himself to death.
Atticus is learning a whole lot about the group he's been with last couple days in this moment. It's important. Test of faith.
So, that number 5 Warforged, I actually ran into him down in the cogs. I had some business below city and ran into that guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
A Warforged named what now?
5, and he had a V on his forehead.
Hey, everyone, get off the Wi-Fi now. Shut down. Shut down. Yes, you can, dude.
Oh, am I unmuted? Sorry.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sorry, guys.
You're fine.
The man of faith was given some orders.
All right. Cutting off the Wi-Fi. Everybody, cutting off the Wi. Go to bed.
No, we're good.
That's what I've been saying. You need a good full night's rest.
You guys
every
hear
night.
that? What's the Wi-Fi?
But
Atticus
Dad,
T-balls
it's
is on the
6
ground.
a.m. I said go to bed.
So what are we doing here? Are we still doing mic checks?
No. I can hear everybody.
I'm not interested in this 5 fellow though. 7, he doesn't seem to be as even-tempered as you are. What it sounds like.
Well, not everyone was
Yeah,
raised by mama.
I just took him for a beggar. He asked for a coin, and I inquired about the marking on his forehead. He said him and his 9 brothers were each designated a number for a very specific purpose. He mentioned something about fighting in the war, black ops kind of stuff, sneaky business. I took him for the assassin type, gave him a coin, and we kind of went on our way, and that was right before the explosion in Ashblack. It didn't have anything to do with what I was down there for, and I didn't want to get mixed up in a scuffle, especially after the whole bridge thing, so we just moved on. But thought that was interesting. I mentioned you, 7, and maybe your number led to your mastery of the culinary arts, and 5 agreed with me that doesn't make sense. Warforged don't taste.
But I do taste. I think he is just completely off his rocker. I don't know who this guy is. I don't care. It's fine. I'm glad you made a new friend.
Well, just don't go calling him my friend when the authorities show up asking questions about the bombing. I've never met the guy.
Again, speaking of authorities, I feel like this is more important than you guys are making it out to be. I've never run in with the law in this way. I'm new at this.
Well, you see, Atticus. The problem is the law isn't exactly pure right now. It's very corrupt. So
Okay.
it's not very just. We're gonna skirt around the law a little bit to stay on, balance the scales, as it were.
Okay. So you're saying it's more like a threat of violence from the ruling class, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't sound too just. You're right.
Happens in most societies now.
Well, I'll do what I can then to keep him out of our hair, maybe. Killian, do I by chance know anyone in the in some amount of authority?
I would say probably. Like, have you been around the city for a while?
I think it's been a longer time at this point because I came in and sort of set up shop in the parish.
Okay.
It's been a good couple years.
Yeah, you would probably have some friends in North Edge that hold office in fairly high places just because, like, that area is more entwined with, like, the Eldine Reaches and the Fae. So probably, like, the parish that you entwined yourself with is there. But you're also fairly well known around the Sacred Grove in Hope's Peak.
Perfect. Right, might be able to ask around, see what kind of trouble we're in, if that's a helpful course of action. Honestly, now we're all just sort of here, right? They left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but according to the papers, the officers of the Sharn Watch have launched a full-scale investigation. So, this was just their first stop. I have a feeling they might find more. I don't think anybody left anything there or anything, but...
No, I think we've collected it all. None of you still have those feather coins, do you? That might be incriminating.
I don't personally, but
I'm
I
pretty
mean
sure
they're
you
easy
can
enough to
buy
find.
those.
Anybody could have one. They just head down to Wingtip
Okay.
Sundries.
Got it. That
Which
sounds
doesn't sound like a
interesting.
bad shop. Yeah.
Yeah, we
That's
should head over
it's
there.
a fairly common like magic item in Sharn. The like feather tokens, really you can buy those at any place that sells magic items. The two most popular magic items are feather tokens and cleansing stones.
That's for like the for detox, body's
More
toxins.
More, it acts like you put it buried in a hole, and then you put waste in that hole, and it,
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
it cleans it.
It did have to do with poop though, which is what I was saying. I definitely got spotted.
It's like the Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yes, is goop in this world? Is there that abandoned temple that was mentioned by Skrig? Where is that again?
It's in Malian's Gate.
Okay. We don't want to go back.
Well, what we could do.
He told you that he talks to the wind at the
Yes.
temple.
Yes, for the sovereign toast.
We could run and see if we can find all the rest of those medicines and healing potions that the Boromar clan have been keeping from reaching Malian's Gate.
At some point, I need to head back to forget the name of it. I forgot the name.
Hope's Peak,
Is that what it's called?
the Church of the Silver Flame.
Yes. Okay, Hope's Peak. Yeah. that's in Flames Keep, right?
No, it's in the upper city.
Oh. Okay. But their bigger establishment is in Flames Keep. This is just Hope's Keep is the one in Sharn, right?
Yeah,
They're all over the freaking place.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So at some point, I need to report back in at Hope's Keep. I ran into there was a underground fighting tournament being held by fiends in the cogs in the lower districts that are supposed to be tied to sponsors in the upper city. And if the rich are paying for fighting tournaments being held by demons, I think the the Silver Flame needs to know about it.
Makes sense to me. I'm always up for a trip up Hope's Peak. If you don't mind the company, of course.
Yeah, if you guys don't have anything going on, sure.
Service isn't for a couple days, so I'm open.
So you said there was a fighting tournament.
Yeah, deathmatch kind of thing. I think the winner got, what was it, 500 gold? But there was a disruption. The tournament didn't play out as it was intended to.
Rancor, isn't your middle name Disruption?
Shh. Don't tell him about the junior part either. Rancor Disruption Junior.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the losers lost their souls, so bad stuff.
Yeah.
Got it.
So they actually got death.
Yeah. I wanted to say I won, but I didn't have any prize money to take home. It ended when the place collapsed. Hence why I'm filthy. Can I get a bath before we head out?
You have a room.
Like I got like dust and like rubble like
And I like you like this because it draws attention away from me.
As Sasha is continuing to stare right at you.
Yeah, it's working, Carl. You move your piece under me. You just hide under me.
I don't know why there's two of me, but
I just saw you slide over like, nope.
Nope, come back here.
That's great.
Hoo hoo hoo.
What else was there? There was
that
Yeah,
statue.
yeah, Julius. There was before the Rogue Warforge group struck, I noticed that there was a large statue of some artificer family wearing it was beheaded, and there was very similar, of course nicer, yours are a little tattered, but wearing very similar outfit to what you're currently wearing. You don't have any association down in the cogs, do you?
His fancy pants, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the pants on that statue were much fancier than yours, but same
Oh.
make.
Whoever they were, maybe they deserved it. I don't know. I haven't met another like me in a long time.
Like you.
Well, wandering artificer, let's say. I would like to randomly go investigate that statue, though.
Randomly.
Excuse me. I'll be right back. Just like while no one's looking
I have,
over the next day or
have
two.
no
I'm
idea
just
who that
out.
could be, but I'm just going to randomly go investigate.
Now,
that.
please excuse me. I need some fresh air.
So you're not coming with, because that's down in the cogs. That'd probably. How long did it take me to get down there?
Like an hour and a half.
Ah, that's not terrible.
Wait, are we all going? Did I miss? I was too busy with your arm.
Oh.
Some of us were going up, I think, but you're trying to go down. Oh, excuse me, you were thinking someone might go down. But I
Well, if
don't
we know
if
this
we're doing
city, it's
two
probably
trips.
not safe for any of us to just stay alone.
I'm good with 2 trips.
What are you looking to find? It's just a statue of a
Would I be?
guy dressed like you.
I guess can I do a history check to see if I know whose statue would be placed around this major city?
Yeah.
22.
So the most prominent family of artificers in town would be your family,
The Starks.
House Caneth.
All right.
There are a couple other like minor families too, probably. But not so much ones of note.
Okay.
But they all probably wear different stuff. Like,
I kind of shrug it off a little and say, I'll find time to visit there and see if it looks anything like me or not. Who knows? With what you're wearing, you probably don't even know what the quality of this really is.
can't say that I do, no. Just that everyone keeps assuming your last name is Fancy Pants.
Was there any inscription on the statue you noticed?
Can I recall that?
Yeah, make a history check. Rancor is surprisingly good at history, but no, you would not recall what was inscribed at the bottom.
For what it is worth, I will be happy to go wherever Monty wishes to go.
I'll just follow you guys and brush people off. And Killian, if you're cool with adding this, since it's been like a week or two, I've been frustrated with something around my wrist that I've been working on.
Okay.
And that I just keep tinkering constantly with, and I'm just sort of annoyed with any conversation going on right now.
Okay.
Shot in the dark, the statue, it wouldn't have anything to do with Fey fiends or undead, would it? I have advantage on intelligence ability checks on that.
It does not.
Damn. I figured not. It does. All right, Julius is a demon, and I have to kill him.
More has to do with the dragon-marked houses.
Dragon marks aren't real.
Dragon marks aren't real.
Monty,
Honestly,
you hear Carl say that dragon marks aren't real. Julius also has one.
Which now is no longer on his neck.
It's on his butt.
wait, what?
Definitely on his butt.
Wait, it moved? That's wild.
You have a roaming dragon mark?
I didn't say shit. You just noticed it's not on his neck anymore.
Can I get a perception check from everybody?
Wow, we're all pretty bad at. There they are. I was like, there's the people who know how to look for stuff.
Got my eyes wide open.
Yeah, how do you do just the one again?
You scroll on your character and
Yeah.
pause for advantage, normal.
Change it from advantage to normal, I believe.
I don't know how to do that.
Well, neither do
If you don't
I.
have it enabled, you might have to go to the little gear settings icon next to
Mine
spells.
had a drop down
And
menu.
make sure that you have your role queries are set to advantage toggle.
I'm excited to find out what we perceive.
So, let's see here. Rancor, nope. Seven, Monty, and Atticus. You hear the sounds of footsteps upstairs.
I hear the sound of footsteps.
Is there anyone upstairs? Is there anyone up
Is there anyone
above
else
us
up there that we don't know
staying
about?
upstairs early?
I didn't know we had guests. No, I don't know why I said we. I didn't know you had any other guests. Congrats.
To Monty's knowledge, you don't.
So noises upstairs, but no one that's stayed the night.
Well, I guess We don't have to go
Yes.
investigate. It's probably fine.
Yeah. You might want to
Yes.
Million.
What? Alright, I'm reconnecting again.
couldn't hear you.
Technology.
Technology causing problems. Alright, so what was Monty saying?
Hello.
He didn't hear your little aside.
There's a bird, Rancor. It wants to eat me. It's constantly watching me.
Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. The owl with a Russian accent. I don't know how well it came out.
What's happening? What's happening?
I don't know, because I can't hear people.
Testing.
Hey, 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 hey.
Okay, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. So what did Monty say?
I couldn't hear you at all.
So to Monty's knowledge, there is nobody staying here, but Monty, Seven, and Atticus all hear footsteps upstairs.
I think I saw.
Rancor, you lead the way. You're strong.
Lead the way to what?
Well, I'm
I'm
heading up there.
outside. Oh, I mean upstairs. Monty, is it all right? Isn't it just a guest?
Well, if so, they haven't paid. And I just
Well, they better not be hogging the fucking shower.
They might drown.
Start heading up there.
So the stairs are down here. At the bottom of the room.
Ah, here we go.
Seven keeps moving himself. Carl too. I'm taking you guys to the upstairs.
Yeah, I haven't moved myself at all. I have no idea.
Under his breath, Rancor, please don't be the goblin. Please don't be the goblin. Please don't be the goblin.
I roll a hide.
Why the hell are you in front? This is my tavernin. Get out of here.
Go for it. I was just looking for the bath shower. Do showers exist in a D&D world? Is there piping?
There is piping, but the water pressure is very weak.
You know about piping, Rancor.
Somebody pegged me for a crime I didn't commit. I got fingered for it. Now I'm just looking for a place to lay some pipe.
So Rancor switch.
You hear a sound coming from like this direction. Hey, man.
I hear a sound coming from that direction.
Oh damn! I could have rolled.
All right.
differently.
I go to investigate it.
I like to imagine Carl is like underfoot, just sort of robot, standing on our feet, like controlling us like a mech. That's how he hides under us.
Like a little girl dancing with her
Like a
dad at a
child.
wedding or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or a little boy, you know.
Fair enough.
Well, that's why I have the little boot harness on my right leg. It's like a little. It looks like a backpack, like some backpack straps, but they're just on the front of my boot, and he can just like fit himself in. So he's facing front, you know, like one of those baby things. But
I just want you to know I will use that.
Carl gets a baby Bjorn.
I'm gonna make it look just like a little like knapsack looking thing, so I can just
that's a
hop
way
out and
for
go
you to travel.
and stab people.
Travel incognito in a little baby Bjorn, but you'll be like the middle-aged dude from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
With the
Stogie. With a stogie. Where? I said where?
All right. Well,
well, it's your
was I
Tavernan
able-
lead the way.
Was I able to perceive anything from those steps? Did they seem heavy, or were they a little bit light?
They seem a little bit light. So,
All right. Well,
Carl, were
I
you
would like to
actually
go-
creeping around like that?
Yeah.
I wanted to go stealth, but looks like somebody already is.
I rolled stealth. I only got a 12 though.
Right. Can I roll stealth?
So, Carl, when you come around this corner and get to about here, you hear the sound of flame crackling behind you as a man with his face shrouded by a mask steps out, clutching a ball of fire in his hand, and points at you. And kind of gives you one of these.
And who does he do that to? To Monty?
To Carl.
Where's
To
he? Where
Carl.
is he at? Can I see him? I don't. Do I need to be here?
No,
Here?
go back to where you were.
Right here?
One sec. As you go through that door.
Shh! I'm just gonna burn down this Tavernan. Don't tell anyone.
I swear to God, no one's burning down this Tavernan.
What's he look like?
He's wearing like a black cloth mask over most of his face. It's like pulled all the way up to his eyes.
That's everybody nowadays.
Yeah, like.
Sorry.
Would I recognize that?
Julio, Monty.
You can see over one of his eyes what looks like a malformed dragon mark.
This guy's got a weird tattoo above his eye. I don't trust him. I'm going to yeet a bunch of ball bearings in his general direction.
All right, everybody roll initiative.
Just smack him with ball bearings.
Carl, make a sleight of hand roll.
I have 1,000 of them. Oh, why not throw a couple hundred?
All right.
Is that initiative?
Yeah. Rancor 19.17.
That's right. I turned on the. I went into the settings and I turned on add Dex tiebreaker to initiative. So in the event that somebody else rolls a 19, like based off of our Dex, you get a little extra.
Oh, look at that. The healer with the 5 and the other healer with a 7.
So many people.
Also, Carl, roll initiative. Yeah, there you go. 7.16.
Tiebreakers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know where this is.
So, all right, if you're looking at your character sheet where you've got core,
No,
bio,
no, no.
skills.
I mean, like, the guy.
Oh.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
I can make myself an NPC.
So, Carl, he's holding his action to, like, see what you're gonna do. This is the surprise round because only, like, Carl and this dude know what's going on over here. He's, like, clenching this flame in his hand. Carl yeets a bunch of ball bearings at him. And then what do you do after the ball bearings?
I cast hand shotgun. Ball bearings.
I slide underneath this this chair here, and I hide.
All right, make a stealth roll. All right, so Carl, you throw the ball bearings back. Yes, Hubbard, that would be great. You throw him back and run. He immediately, like, dispels the fire and draws his short sword, and you're, like, hiding under this chair. You all hear the sound of ripping cloth as Carl, you see this short sword come, like, plunging down through the top of the cushion of this chair, and it sinks right into, like, the top of your shoulder.
He saw me?
How did he see me?
How did he see
As you take 5 piercing and 8 poison damage.
Good.
Wrong thing.
Mm.
He's going to stab again.
I'm already unconscious.
Oh!
Wait, what?
Just to make sure.
Yeah.
11 points of health.
What?
Carl
We're only level
rolled
2.
poorly.
Yeah, at the level 2 for the level up, I got a 1 on my roll.
Oof. So you all just
we play reroll ones? God, that's awful.
After you hear the sound of like the ripping cloth, you hear a voice call out, "Your friend's in a very bad state at the moment. It would be much easier to have a simple conversation, but he wanted to do things the hard way." And you all hear the voice kind of like emanating from here. The next room over. Monty, you would know it to be like the sitting room.
Mm-hmm.
Civil conversation.
Wild.
He threw ball bearings which do no damage, and he stabbed and killed him for it. I think the time for civil conversation is over.
It would be much easier if Julius Hansman just presented himself.
Ooh.
Well, sir,
Did somebody say my
welcome to the
name?
Parkins- welcome to the Barking Squirrel. If you do want a room, I'm sure that we could arrange for that. Can I get you a good berry pancake or maybe a beer?
I didn't come for food or drink. I came for the excoriate.
Excorian?
Excoriate.
Does that mean anything to us? What's that?
Make a history check.
Who?
Anybody who wants to.
We're all doing it. Do it.
7, I don't remember an excorian being on the menu.
Is new dish I'm just trying for the first time. It may not come out good. Oh, there she go. Oh.
I know what that is. It's a type of fish, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
So, an excoriate is a member of a dragon-marked house who has been kicked out and exiled. At one time, they would literally, like, flay these people. Now they just exile them from the house, and they don't get the perks of being a member of the dragon-marked house anymore. It's like being exiled from nobility.
I caught the tail end of that.
Would I have heard this being yelled out from my position or not?
Yeah, you definitely would have heard it.
All right.
Alright, so
who the
we all
fuck
heard
wants
that.
me?
So Monty would be the first to act. Sweeney, can you hear me?
Sorry, technology, this newfangled thing, just not working for me today.
Monty, where's your mop?
Wait, you think I didn't bring my mop? I can't even see this guy. I see Carl's dead body. His dead body's like over here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the dude.
He's stealthy.
Oh shit. Alright, so what do you want with Julius?
We wish to see him join House Tarkanan.
Can people leave houses and join others? I was assumed it was a family kind of thing.
House Tarkanan is a little different. They are a group that is more comprised of those who have aberrant dragon marks.
Well, how about you let me take a little short stack here, and then maybe then we could set up a meeting with you and Julius.
This arrangement would be amenable.
All right, and would you like a whiskey or a beer for this meeting? And can I try and pick up Carl and kind of bring him back out?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Serve him a double.
Charge him double.
Please tell me Carl's just like partially hog-tied with the mop over your shoulder and you're just carrying him out of the room.
that can be arranged.
You just tied one of the strands of the mop around his belt loop, and you just have the mop over his shoulder, just carrying him out. He's just hanging from the end of the mop.
Gotta clean the blood as well. I mean, you know, you can't have blood all over my establishment. I mean, we could paint this whole town red, but you know, just decorators. All right, cool. Well, you know, the little stabbed buddy over here, Carl, said to serve you a double, sir. So, can I have your name?
At this point, from the shadows.
All right. Well, I'll just go ahead and drag Carl out and yeah, there we go.
All right, so we see him carry Carl out. What the hell happened?
Well, apparently, Julian has some shifty characters wanting to meet with him and join their house.
All right, this is your establishment, so I'm going to follow your rules, but I mean, just you want me not to kill the guy who nearly killed my man, is that what you're saying?
I'm saying if I didn't agree to this beating that he'd be dead. Unless that's what he's looking for, then we can happily oblige.
Yeah, there's definitely more of us than him. Unless he's really good, which I doubt. Ranker's pissed already.
So, you two have this little, like, exchange. Carl, can I get a death save?
Start the death saves as we're all just fucking around while he's down.
It's okay. Internal organs bleeding out.
Carl is like seizing on Monty's back. Atticus, you would be up next.
I'll definitely, you know, the talking folk are going to be doing their thing, but I'll make my way over to Carl and cast Cure Wounds. I'll look over at Seven and go, I know you could have done this, my friend. I'll just get to him a second quicker. And my Cure Wounds definitely looks a lot more like field dressing a wound, like in the military. But I give him 4 points of health. I rolled a 1. Cool. And he's not dead. Maybe we should. It look like a pretty wicked stab wound. I'd say be wary of this fella, whoever he is.
He saw me.
That's impossible. Nobody sees you.
Julius.
I take back what I said. This guy's a pro. Nobody rush him.
Jesus, who wants to talk to me now?
Well, shady masked man, and I couldn't really see him do all that well, but he said something about a house Targaryen thing. Wants you to join. And then he stabbed Carl as proof.
It's a weird way to recruit members.
Would I just automatically have knowledge of the houses from my backstory, or
you would know about House Tarkanan? They're basically a group of assassins that recruit those with aberrant dragon marks. You've never heard of them recruiting members of the house that have manifested like true marks.
Okay. Well, shit. I'll take a step towards the doorway and look inside. Monty, would you mind bringing me a double as well?
Sure thing. How long would that take me to like run down, get 2 doubles of whiskey, and bring that back?
Probably like 2 rounds.
Huh. 2 rounds for 2 rounds.
Yep.
Nice.
So as you look
Send the owl.
in,
The owl can
sitting
pour a
in the
drink.
chair that Carl was stabbed in is this dude in a black cloth mask up to his eyes with a, like, strangely shaped dragon mark over one of his eyes that glows a sickly green.
Hello, sir.
Lord Hansman. Or should
don't
I
go
say
by Lord
Lord
anymore.
Kenneth?
Dropped that name a long time ago. Who are you?
Who I am is of no concern, but my employers wish to make a deal. You have intimate knowledge of the inner workings of the house and knowledge that my employers wish to acquire. Have you ever heard of the Master's Call?
I guess history or arcana check?
Either
Carl
one.
Carl has no master.
And I would say, oh, you don't need the advantage. You not only have heard of it, you helped work on it. It's basically a device that's designed to hijack the free will of the Warforged.
I didn't think that was still a project. How do you know about this?
Many whispers reach the ears of my master. And rumor has it that many of the parts necessary to assemble this device have been moved here to Sharn.
Well, that's interesting. I know nothing about it. I didn't really study that much on the machine growing up either, so I don't know how much help you would need from me.
He narrows his eyes at you. To try and discern whether or not you're lying. It appears that I was misinformed. I do apologize about your friend.
Yeah, how are you going to make up for that one? Jeez, this place is a mess, and out of the bottom of my robe or pants that I'm wearing, 2 little machines come out and just start Roombaing around the room. And they get most of the blood at first, but one of them just smears it slowly across the room towards the other corner, and I'm like, no. Oh, god damn it. That one needs
Like that Roomba that hit dog shit.
Exactly.
And 7, you would be up. You've been kind of listening to this exchange.
Indeed. So, Sashi is going to fly over and land on Carl. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds through her.
Oh, it's a nice birdie.
Yeah, see, it's a nice bird.
The aura that it gives off when healing you has kind of a lime green color to it. Neon green almost. Click the button. I don't know if it's going to do it.
Which button?
The
I think he's trying to
1d8
roll.
button. I'm trying. Eh? Everything is so laggy.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, can you do it by typing too?
Yeah, I think it's like backslash roll.
There.
There it is.
Yeah.
Nice heal.
Hell yeah.
Carl retracts what he says about the birds. So Monty's getting drinks. The masked man is eyeing you all suspiciously. Go ahead, Hubbard.
I was gonna say that is Sasha's turn.
Oh yeah. My
for,
apologies.
No, you're fine. For Seven's turn, he is going to use the remainder of his turn to just move down here to get out of the way of Atticus and Carl if they wish to extract a little further. And that is the end of my turn.
Okay. Rancor.
I think I'm just going to cover Julius. Like, I'm gonna have like the one arm up with the crossbow pointed at him. Other arm on the hilt of the sword. And let Julius know, you guys can have your conversation, but you just let me know when and if the conversation's over or gets ugly. This guy owes my friend an apology. And so I'll hold my action.
Yeah, he stabbed me.
Also trying to respect Monty's wishes. He wants to have a conversation, so I won't bloody up his bar.
So Carl, you would be up next.
Yeah, that guy one hit me, so I'm going to
get him. Get him again.
I'm gonna hide.
Fair.
And I'm going to go over here.
Like a 2-foot tall badger, he just back in there again.
I'm gonna be where I can see him, but hopefully he doesn't see me.
What'd you roll on stealth?
15. I don't like that.
He just keeps his eyes trained on you like an owl.
Son of a bitch.
Damn it, there's 2 of them now.
Atticus, you would be up next, sir. Wait, am I? Where'd everybody go? All right, so it seems like Roll20 has crashed. Be right back. And we are back with Atticus's turn after some technical difficulties.
Yes. All right. I will definitely just step over towards the room, see the fellow who had just stabbed a pal of mine, and just sort of say, I don't think this involves me, and just give Julius a pat, and I'll cast guidance on you, Julius, which is just a D4, but on whatever your next check is, persuasion or something like that. And then I'll step back.
And Julius.
I'll kind of pull my hand up to Rancor's arm that's sitting out and go, it's all right. He still has to wait on his drink, and I believe he owes the bartender quite a hefty tip after what he's done here today. What do you say, friend?
It was your friend who showed aggression first. I stayed my hand.
Oh yeah, there's some really dangerous looking metal balls on the ground. Whatever would you do in that circumstance other than shank someone underneath of a chair?
Wait, metal ball? Is that why my Roomba machine is not working properly?
No.
It sucked up some metal balls and just in the middle of the room, smearing blood everywhere.
It's now just doing donuts on the other corner. But do you want to at least help with our friend's medical bills, as, you know, before you fuck off home? That was a question for you, Mr. Hoodface.
He pulls out 5 silver and kind of like throws it amongst the ball bearings.
I slowly release my hand from Rancor's arm and go, you know what? Yeah, and I'll start to just walk away. Like just up the hallway to try to catch Monty on his way back.
7.
So wait, did you was that permission? Is that what that was?
You can take that however you want to.
Why is it? I don't know how
Sure
to think.
seemed like it to me.
You weren't there, Monty.
I know, not yet.
For my turn, I'm going to have Sasha return to my shoulder. And I'm going to hold Bonfire as a spell.
Okay.
For if this person makes any hostile action against one of my friends.
Right on.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Monty, you come back up the stairs using your monk-like speed with 2 whiskeys.
As you come around the corner, I'm just gonna stop you and go, I don't think he's gonna be staying long. I'll take both glasses down my whole one, drink half of his, and hand it back to Monty. He didn't pay you enough for the good stuff.
Well, shit.
Cowabunga it is.
Should have just said so.
He's kind of patiently sitting, waiting for his drink.
Can I move up to here?
Yeah.
Or is that too much?
No, that's cool. He sees Monty get to about the door, and Rancor, you are up.
The door. Is it Does it open outward or inward?
It's just kind of an archway.
It's just an archway into a sitting area?
Yeah.
Where is the dude? You know what? Yeah.
He's sitting in the chair that he fucked up.
Alright, then I guess I'll go in with Monty, like as he rounds his next turn. And I'm gonna head over here.
Alright.
I'm gonna leave it up to Monty. Whatever Monty decides to do, if he attacks him or if that guy attacks Monty, that's when I'm gonna open up. I'm holding my action again.
Carl.
Says I know that he can still see me, and I don't like that.
Nailed it.
Man, I can't get above a 16 today.
Could use your inspiration.
Yeah, I'm not using my inspiration on that.
Keep in mind,
You can have-
you don't
you can have
use
mine.
it, you can't
Get
be
another.
up for it at the end of the session.
That's true.
Use mine, Carl.
Nah, I'll use mine. It's great. I'll use mine. I really don't like it when people are able to see me when I'm trying not to be seen.
Oh, that's right. Inspiration.
19.
He seems to have lost track of you.
Good. I'm gonna circle around this back way, and I'm gonna hang out with 7. Wait, where was I? I was right here. Let's get the ruler out here. It's 20. I can only move 25, I think.
You have cunning action though. So you can dash as a bonus action.
That's true.
Or hide
Yeah.
as a bonus action and dash as an action.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter how I do it. Okay, well, I will dash over here, and I'm just gonna hide underneath 7
Alright.
in his weird bird that I have mixed feelings about.
Says I'm sitting in that chair, man spreading. I just passive perception see Carl like dart in between my legs under the chair, like a cat.
So it would be Atticus's turn.
I'll just back Monty up. Not entirely sure what's going on here today, but I'll sort of peek into the room and cast, just give everyone a bit of a thumbs up and a wink and say, like, you're doing great, guys, and cast Bless on Monty, Rancor. I can't see Carl, so I won't cast it on Carl. Actually, no, my passive perception isn't that high. Rancor, Monty, and how about 7?
Alright.
What does Bless do again?
You add a D4 to your attacks and saving throws for the next minute.
Well, cool.
All right.
Julius.
I mean, I'm sort of done with this, but I'm still just gonna hang around the corner here.
He just expected everybody else to murder him for you. I went for the drink, and now I'm going to wash my hands of this.
He definitely is a noble, huh?
I sit down somewhere just around the corner of the hallway, and I'm gonna start tinkering with my wrist and hand again.
Alright. Julius doesn't give a fuck. 7.
Pure nobility.
7 is going to not do too terribly much. He's going to do, select move. He's going to move up over here to back up his friends. And once again hold bonfire for if this character does anything shifty. And that is the end of my turn.
Monty.
Well, alright. Well. Let's see. Where's the goddamn ruler?
Oh, you'll be able to get in there.
Oh, yeah.
With the quickness.
So, seems like your friend didn't want to join your little Boy Scout group. Then I just kind of like hand him the drink. Is handing him the drink an action or a bonus action?
Bonus.
Okay. So I'd like to hand him the drink as a bonus action. And,
do it.
You know, since I have a mop, I gotta clean this blood. I swing.
Do you do it kind of like trickily? Like you go to like turn with the mop to mop the blood and then like strike, or do you just go straight at him?
Yeah, I hand him the drink, turn around, try to clean up this blood, and then I change my mind and I want to add more to it.
Make a deception roll.
Deception. Shit. Well, I guess I want to use my inspiration on that, so that would be advantage.
Yep.
Alright, let me just go ahead and knock out that. Alright, there. Cancel that out and. Shit.
He doesn't see it coming. You have advantage on that attack.
Oh, yeah. Alright. Alright.
Who drew the blood on him?
Well, you know, he mopped there and then he kind of sweeped forward and then back.
Fair. Ooh, that's a nice crit.
Does it automatically do the crit damage?
I think so.
It should. It did for me.
Really?
Roll another d8.
Guess not.
Just a straight d8.
Yeah, because that's the other part of the crit. Alright, so 14 total. His, like, Monty just does this really fluid, like, spinning move and smacks the dude in the face. It's hard to tell if the blood on his face below his nose is his, or just blood that got on him from Monty, like, wiping the bloody mop on him. But it definitely, like, smacked him back. And is that your turn, sir?
Well, yeah, because I'd have to use a bonus action to burn a key point, but I already used the bonus action to hand him a drink.
Right on. So he's going to swing at Monty.
Well, hang on. Monty attacked. So I'm gonna shoot him and then cut him in half with the greatsword. I've been holding.
Well, he's across the room. But yeah, by all means.
Wait, oh, you can't move.
Yeah.
No,
Correct.
only
You can
hold.
shoot, but you can't move.
Oh,
You
that's
shoot him, I
fine.
guess.
Oh, and you only hold an action. You don't have an action and a bonus, right? If you hold an
Yeah.
action, do you get both, or you just get one?
If you're just holding your action, you just get one.
Okay. Good to know.
If you hold your turn,
Oh, those aren't the same.
no.
Wait.
If you hold your turn, it bumps you down into, like wherever you want to be in the turn order.
So then
If you hold your action, it's like an if-then scenario. So in this case, your if-then was if this dude gets buck and things pop off, I'm gonna shoot.
Cool. No worries. I learned something. So I'll just shoot him with the newly repaired crossbow. Hoping it hits. Probably not. Outlook does not look good.
So Monty hits him, but he sees the bolt coming and he ducks. But then there is a like.
Wait. I have the inspiration. And what was the guiding whatever? What did you give me, Atticus?
Bless.
Bless?
D4.
Okay.
Shit, I forgot about that.
That's 13, 14, 15, and I still don't think that's going to be enough, so I'll use the inspiration I have that's going to be gone anyway. How does inspiration work?
It gives you advantage.
Oh, well then I could have just rolled again.
Yep.
I'll do that.
You still get that D4.
Yep.
So the D4 was 2, so
It'll hit.
Cool. 17. Woo!
So he's gonna
Worth
need
it.
to make a dexterity. Also, because 7. A 14. So he did
Which
not.
is the DC.
He did not exceed it, so you are successful.
So he takes 6 points of fire damage.
Does that also ignite the whiskey?
He throws it as he is going to launch his own if-then scenario, firing an orb of
Fireball.
fire at Rancor, which crits.
Fun.
Ew.
Rancor, I need you to make a con save for me.
Add your D4.
So
Oop, wait,
21.
wrong. Alright, so you take 24 points of fire damage.
Halved?
No. The con save was because of the crit. Because we're
Sick.
playing the optional rules with the wounding. And as
Oh shit.
as he blasts the chromatic orb off at Rancor, there's like a thunderous boom, and Monty, you take 6 points of thunder damage.
24.
How's Rancor looking?
And then
That's
this
bad.
corner of the room is now on fire.
Other people can draw too.
And with that, it is Rancor's turn.
I am going to murder this guy. So I will fire another hand crossbow.
That
Do I get a
will-
D4 every time?
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Add that
So,
D4.
More stuff.
So that's gonna hit.
Flaccid 20.
You just hear like. Boom, boom.
Cool. So 8 piercing.
Right on.
And then I'm gonna rush up here. You know what? I'll get over here. And hit him with the greatsword. Ew.
You would have advantage because he's flanked also.
Ah, well. Greatsword again. Still not as good.
Nice.
That's gonna
And
hit.
with 4. Nine.
Hell
This
yeah.
dude is looking bad at this point.
Actually, it'd be different. Hang on. I gotta re-roll something. I have great weapon fighting. And one of those was a 2. So 4, 9, 12. 12 slashing.
This dude is just like leaking everywhere, like clutching his neck where Rancor basically just like laid his greatsword into the dude. And as he's doing that, the bonfire that Seven cast takes effect, and this dude like burns to a crisp screaming. But this area, because there was a bonfire there, there's also fire. Monty, your tavernan is on fire.
Where the fuck is Lorenzo when I need him?
Carl, you are up. We no longer have anyone in combat but are remaining in turn order because there's a fire.
Oil puts fires out, right?
God. The barking squirrel becomes the flaming phoenix.
If you smother it with oil, then there's no oxygen to fuel the fire, right? That's science, right?
Yeah. There's a bath up here, right?
There is a like bathroom back this way past the fire.
Okay.
Like over at this door here.
Just for my own clarification, so I can figure out where I need to go. It's
Hang on. Oop.
okay.
No, not that either. So
That way I can
it
figure out
would
which way I
be
need to go.
Here.
Okay, so I have to go into the room past the fires.
Yes.
Okay, so
There's also another one. Hang on, you've been staying here a little while, so you would know. There's another one over
Okay. I'm going to run into this one.
Uh-huh.
Grab a bucket, which I'm assuming there's a bucket somewhere in here.
The one that people crap in.
God, I hope not. I mean, there's plenty of mops all over the place, so I'm fairly certain that there's gonna be buckets. I'll just take the mop that's in here, throw it on the ground, grab the bucket, fill it up with water, and then I'll start going back.
Okay. Love it.
And I can use my dash as a bonus action, and my regular action to fill up the bucket with the water.
What's that called? A chamber pot. There you go. Just
No,
throw
I'm
the
not
chamber pot against the wall, or the
using a
contents
chamber
against
pot.
the wall, and then fill it up with water.
All right, Atticus, you would be up.
Yeah.
Let's not forget the methane gas that built up. Shit.
So I have the shape water cantrip. It does nothing without water present.
I
so
am
I'm just gonna
literally
look at the
right
fire.
next to you.
With
a bucket of water.
Okay. I can change the flow of water. I can cause it to form simple shapes. None of this is helpful. I have a question. There is a feature of the spell that allows me to freeze water.
Sure.
You know, go from a liquid to a solid.
Yeah.
If it were to go from a liquid to a gas, evaporate steam, could I use shape water to bring it back from a gas to a liquid?
Most certainly.
Lovely. Then I will step into the doorway and hold my action to give Carl's water splashing a second go to put out the fire a bit more.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I thought you were going to use the moisture and the blood that's everywhere. Blood bend.
All right, Julius.
That's a good idea.
You
Next
see
time.
smoke billowing out of the sitting room, and
I'm assuming I also heard a blood-curdling scream.
Yeah, you probably did.
I'm gonna run down the hallway, step in the doorway, and go, "What the fuck did you guys do?"
We need some more Roombas.
I was trying to kick him out. You realize who you just killed?
Well,
There's
then
an
next time, maybe
entire
you shouldn't
army of
walk out of
those
the room with
assassins.
such indifference, you regal bastard.
As a former girlfriend once said to me, communication is the key.
Clean up your own mess.
Jesus Christ, bartender. I'm actually gonna. I want to try something.
All right.
Step into the flames, but as I do, I roll my sleeve up on my right arm. And you see there's almost like a weird metal-worked, half-put-together gauntlet there that starts glowing when I step in, and I'm going to use a reaction to cast Absorb Elements.
Nice.
Whoa. That's cool.
Nice.
So
And very unexpected. That's cool.
capture some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect on you and storing it for the next melee attack. I have resistance to the triggering type, so I think I still take fire damage by walking into it, but we can flavor it as I just went to put my hand in, but I am resistant.
All right. So that's gonna be 6 fire damage, but you see Julius like bring this half-formed gauntlet that like as the gem starts glowing, it literally like sucks the fire in, and then like the glow dims, but like kind of remains like flickering, almost like a campfire would.
That's 3 with resistance, right?
Yes.
Cool. That's my reaction, and I moved. Sorry, I gotta count real quick. God, where's the hallway? 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I do anything else? I still have my full action. Which I'm just like,
I unleashed
well,
the fire on
shit.
another chair.
That's all I can do. I'm like, God damn it. Well, you guys got the other one, right?
That's the appropriate thing to do, as they say, fight fire with fire.
I'm gonna beat this fire senseless.
Punch the fire.
All right, 7, you're up.
I attack the darkness.
So, the first thing I do is I
went towards the bathroom as well, which was where? Sorry,
down here.
Okay, so I'm
Hubbard.
moving. That way, I'm done.
First thing I do is I drop concentration on the bonfire. Is there still fire present after the bonfire goes out?
It's smoldering, but no, not as bad.
But there are still flames visible.
Barely, yeah.
Or is it just like just embers? Okay.
It's still burning enough that Carl and Atticus would probably have it under control.
Okay. Then let's see. Rancor and Monty both took damage. Rancor, you hear the owl screech out just that, and you heal for. Oh, look at that! You heal for 6.
Nice. Thank you.
As you feel the balm of the summer's court wash over you. And then for my end, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Monty. Monty, you heal for 1.
Thank you so much.
Stop moving about, you wiggle too much. You can't get a good beat on where to heal you, goddamn. And that is my turn.
Right on. Just for the sake of brevity, Monty like steps back. Carl and Atticus come in, and Carl
I had a thing
splashes-
for this. I had a thing for this.
All right.
Rancor puts his greatsword away, realizes only magic is gonna fix this. So he pulls out his greater sword and he casts Create Water as he pisses on the corpse of that guy, giving Atticus the much needed fuel he needs to shape the water in the air and use it to put out the rest of the embers.
I feel like I, on principle, do not cast it when he does that.
Carl
Julius just looks over
like,
So I really like disappointed. He's like, oh, all right.
comes in, flings the water on. Atticus uses shape water.
Off, just off.
Come on, shape this. I didn't waste a spell slot for nothing. I mean, come on.
I still don't know why I'm around you people so much.
Yes, the stream of justice.
So you guys put the fire out, but the barking squirrel definitely suffered some injury during this encounter.
You know what, guys? I don't think retirement's in for me.
Oh, we're so dead.
No, really. Look at all these. This is not
Wait,
dead.
what?
This will mend the right out. This will mend the right out.
Dead.
Yeah. So he was part of a house that's, half specialty assassins.
Oh.
Gentlemen, I pick up the 4 silver and I leave.
It was a pleasure, and he's out.
That was my silver.
Too late.
Don't you think that was information we could have known, before?
Yeah, you just tap my arm, give me a nod, and walk out, knowing that I want to kill this guy. How am I supposed to take that?
That was a let him leave nod.
Oh,
Shoot him in the face
Oh, yes.
nod. Oh my god.
You got a between the two tapping nods.
And I just start writing up people's new identities.
Oh God, River King, I need your help right now. Don't even know if you're real, because you shouldn't have sent me to these crazy ass people.
River King.
I might go to a different tavern. No, I guess I'm stuck with you guys. I'm not gonna leave you on your own.
This one's still functional. This is just the sitting room.
Well, we were planning on getting out of here anyway, till this happened. So maybe we should leave the tavern for a little bit, a day or two.
I'm already down at the bar.
Maybe,
So Julius, you would be down there when the Sharn Watch come back. And the captain or the like sergeant of the guard is like, oh, and I meant to ask, do you all have registration papers for that Warforged?
You might need to ask the boss on that one. Boss in
This
tavern.
guy
that is.
broke in. He's bad, right? Maybe we could tell the police.
Are you the same ones who were here who just tried the pancakes?
They nod.
Isn't that good enough? Aren't those things amazing? It's what, like an hour and a half later? You're not hungry,
I
right?
know, I'm still full. They really stick to your ribs, but you know, I'll be full all day. Like your
All right.
Well, you have enough food that you can soak up the liquor. Don't worry, it's on me, and I'll place 4 silver coins on the counter and walk behind and pour them beers.
Wait, he said papers for Warforged papers?
I'm gonna head on down.
Monty, this guy does have his gear card, right? He's not an illegal automaton, right? You don't employ those, right? They take away work from like the average Joe.
I'm heading on down.
Cheers to you, gentlemen. Drink up. And I just tap their cups
God damn
and
it.
slowly start chugging. But I'm behind the bar. They're both in the front. And I go, barkeep. Sorry about that. I'll pay extra for these ones.
I'm
And I
trying to
just
get
walk away
down.
again. Oh, I thought you were coming down the stairs as I was doing that.
he is.
Yeah. Well, all right. As Drizzly and Wild once sang, it's closing time.
But it's almost. But it's only almost 2 bells.
2 bells. AM, PM.
PM.
Right. We'll be back up.
I mean,
in 2 more hours. You see,
It's
we're open
5
for-
bells somewhere. Sorry.
we do have to prepare for the special happy hour that we might be having. You know.
Special happy hour. My word. You all really just do so much for your community.
Do love it. It's great.
Oh yeah, and happy hour here has never been happier.
You know, I can't for the life of me remember why we came back. But thank you, gentlemen, for the drink. Really love those Goodberry pancakes, and we'll just be on our way.
The Barking Squirrel, where everyone knows your name. What's your name?
Captain Leon Hallmarch.
Liam Hallmarch. All right, well, you
It's quite a
come
fancy
back around
pants,
now.
man.
You hear?
Oh, I'm sure we'll be back at some point. If your happy hour has really never been happier.
Never.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing. I'll work up some special lights for it.
Did he leave yet?
Yeah.
We're gonna die if we stay here.
Oops.
You guys are gonna die. I didn't touch him.
All right, loot the body, grab your shit, get excited, and let's get out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if he's got any like papers or anything on him
What about the happy hour?
that didn't get burned up.
You were the one that just made that up.
Julius, you are such a prick.
He's got
if they come back and there's no
gold
happy
on
hour.
him.
Ooh.
And 23 silver.
So it certainly sounded like Julius was just trying to wipe his hands clean of all this. To me, that makes me think that we just need to tell literally everyone that we see that that man was here to see Julius. That Julius was the last person to see that man alive.
That's
You
that's
know-
right. Julius of House Kenneth. Isn't that right?
Your Warforged thought processes have improved since the time I was a boy. I still fucking hate it
I'm sorry.
sometimes.
You said there was 14 gold and how much silver that I got off
23.
of him? It's 1 to 3 silver. All right. Well,
I mean, all I'm saying is if they come back for the best happy hour there's ever been, that's really happy as shit. And it's not open, they're gonna be more suspicious.
I'm contemplating
do
on
come
setting
back.
this place on fire.
Oh,
Well, then why did we just... God damn it.
like, you serious about that?
But also, you heard that, man. What we have in our presence here is a bona fide lord.
Hey,
We have a
shut
lord
up.
here. Like, they are going to do anything to us while we have a lord here?
The next cure it, Lord.
I will grease you from head to toe, not in a good way.
Don't
When
threaten me with that.
Rancor says excoriate, Julius, you like kind of twinge a little bit.
So what would a representative of House Tarkanan want with an excoriate from House Cannith?
Well, you heard the conversation. He's looking for me to build parts for him. I had no interest in ever taking over the machines, as I just like look Seven up and down. Never knew one could cook though. That's
Got eye problems there, Lord?
I will take you apart, magnetic interlock by magnetic interlock.
I would like to see that. I would very much like to see you try.
Oh, just wait until I can put some thunder in this bitch, and I pull my hand up. The gem has already faded away.
Oh, so sad.
So
Yeah.
you
would
know,
everybody
what do you know
know-
about House Tarkanan? I mean, you said no and you walked out of the room. If we let him leave, would they have given up, or would they have come back for you regardless? Because I'm thinking we did you a favor,
It's a
my lord.
50-50. Normally, I just tell them to fuck off when they leave, and then if they don't leave, I skip town. So, you know.
Well, now you
Does
don't
anybody
skip town.
know anything about House Cannith? You know, has anybody read their history?
Out of character, are these guys your fucking Team Rocket? Is that what's going on here?
All right.
You're the Pikachu?
What
Is
do I
that
know
what's
about
going
House
on?
Kenneth?
Oh.
You would know that House Cannith produces the most gifted artificers across Corvair. They created the Warforged. They also helped to do a lot as far as literally creating war machines to like help fuel the war effort. Sold these war machines to everyone because the dragon marked houses are better than Crown and Country. And made a lot of money doing so. Carl, you would know that numerous people have tried to hire you to steal things from the House Cannith archives.
I don't do stealing. I'm just a traveling locksmith.
I said tried to hire you. And Julius, you would know that the House Cannith Enclave here in Sharn would be the best place to get schematics for automail.
Julius knows that, or I know who knows that about the automail?
You would have a hunch about that, Rancor.
Yeah.
You know, with your arm and everything going on now, I don't know if you'll have time to make it back to whoever built that thing, but we may be able to find some schematics in the... God, I don't want to fucking go there. The House Cannith repository here. I think there's one in town.
I mean, you see what they did. That's probably why this thing has been greedy.
Wait, they helped with that?
It was the Order that did that, right? The Silver Flame and
the Order purchased
Whistler
it.
probably, yeah.
Whistler installed it, but it's an older model. Julius, you would know that by looking at it.
It's
Cannith arm.
Yeah, House Cannith is the one that is responsible for creating automail. It's like a variant technology of the Warforged.
I mean, your arm looks familiar while I was digging through it. It's just... It's so old. It's one of the older models I've seen. You even got some rust in the gears in there. And might be able to fix it by finding something in the repository. But... You all know House Cannith, of course. You especially with the metal arm over there. And Metal Boy back there seems to not remember anything, I assume. Not a big fan of them.
I just know that you're a lord. That's all. I'm gonna keep repeating that, by the way. I've never met a lord before.
I'm not a lord anymore.
You can't just stop being a lord.
I know how
Isn't that
you're
in your
built.
blood?
I can hurt you in ways you don't know about.
Rancor, you
Oh, yes, please,
would
Daddy. Please, Daddy.
probably fill them in on the excoriate thing.
Yeah. That so he's a member of a dragon marked house that has been kicked out or exiled. It used to be when they were kicked out, they were flayed before being kicked out. So
Well, I mean, being flayed is the ultimate getting kicked out of life.
Yeah.
I go, well, as you're explaining this, I'm like, yeah, well, they tried, and I pull my shirt down, and on, like, the chest area right here is the mark that has a giant slash through it, but the slash doesn't seem to be scar tissue, it seems to almost be magical.
So he's exiled of nobility.
Not that any of them are alive anymore. Sorry, I didn't do anything for that. You know, the morning house was in that area. So
Didn't do anything for that?
The way it
what
came
he's
out is
saying, he didn't
they're not alive
kill them.
anymore. Oh,
The people
I
that kicked him out were killed in the morning.
So does House Cannith still exist?
Oh yeah.
Or is it okay? It's just
There's factions all over. It's
important members of it have been murdered.
Yeah, the
to-
heads of House Cannith were their original main headquarters was in Sire, which is now the Mournlands. And so there's now 3 factions of House Cannith. Each of the barons from those factions is vying for control over the house. The Baron Merrix de Cannith, who is related to Julius, great uncle. Is here in the city.
That's quite the house to be a part of, though.
Now, I will say,
Yeah,
I will let all of you finish your conversation. I did just want to bring up a point. There are still bodies. What do we want to do about that, or should we just serve him up with the happiest of happy hours?
Well, that very quickly took a dark turn.
Nope.
I mean, I can cook anything. I can cook anything. He's already partially cooked. He burned to death. Like, it's not like eat him. I just need to know so I can prep the kitchen for a full course meal. I just need to know.
No.
Do you normally do this, Seven? Is this
Not
a day-to-day?
Look, growing up in the Druid village, we waste not one nut. I would guess probably about 160 pounds of meat. We're just going to let it go to the store, or are we going to use it?
I mean, you have plenty of barrels.
That's dark even for me.
I
Seven, we
haven't been
don't typically
speaking up.
cook people, and
Yeah.
I know you can taste. And I don't know if you've ever eaten people before, but I imagine they wouldn't be too great.
Not my knowledge.
Well, the entire upstairs smells like bacon right now, so...
Oh, no, it's not fucking amazing over there.
No, those are just.
Did I
What
see you
was that
tossing
guy?
salt and pepper on his body while he was still there?
Look, it's a spoken trip. I didn't mean anything of it. It's just a little druid crap, and well, don't read too much into it, alright?
You are by far the strangest one of you I've ever met.
Well, didn't you
I'm
guys
not eating
create the
anything with
Warforged?
meat tonight.
Yeah, is there anything on 7 that would, I mean, anything House Caneth on 7?
There is no House Caneth mark.
Would I be able to know what the number actually means? If I know from my family making most of these?
No, but you would know that unlike a lot of the Warforged, 7 does not seem to be made by the artificers of House Caneth. He doesn't have any of the, like, insignia that would normally be tooled into him. So whoever built 7 did
They made it
whatever
as
they
a
could
Sam's
to
Club and not a
conceal it.
Coca-Cola.
Which in and of itself is strange, because creating Warforged is the sort of thing that typically people take great pride in.
Off-brand Warforged.
Yeah, which is why I've been weird around him ever since I noticed he was sort of on his own.
Speaking of being weird, gotta say, I've been off in this corner sort of praying, piddling about. I'm having, not to worry anyone, very slight crisis of faith. It's fine. It'll be not my first existential crisis, not gonna be my last. I just gotta say, I think all of you have a bunch of shit you gotta work out. 7, I'm not confident anymore in anything you've served up to me that it might have once been a sentient creature. And that, I have to be honest, disturbs me a little bit. And Monty, I think you have an anger issue you should probably talk to someone about. And Carl, I'm not sure why you ran back in there after he stabbed you in the stomach. That seems to be a waste of everything that 7 and I did for you. And Rancor, I'm really surprised I'm saying this. You seem to be the most normal one here today, even though you came in with a sword covered in blood. And Julius, I appreciate you being honest with us. I think there's just a lot of stuff you got to deal with your family.
My family's
I need
dead,
to
Atticus.
know. Well, so is mine. Good thing we got something in common.
I knew I liked
I think I need to rest. It's been a long day.
I guess I agree with you. This group These people are very funny to finish.
Why? It's been
As you start
definitely the
grinding
most
one of the
eventful
legs from the
day.
guy upstairs into a meat grinder to make chili.
Good. If y'all want to come out, maybe pray, get some blessings, you're always welcome at the parish. I feel a bit torn, like I need to stay with you because it's some sort of a great trial placed before me, or else I need to hightail it out of here. I'll be honest, I'm gonna sit still until I get some sort of a direction. I don't usually drink, but Monty, if you did have more of that gnomish whiskey, I'd be more than happy to take a few swigs. That's my
Absolutely,
piece.
my
I
friend
appreciate you.
Conrado.
My
Don't do it, Atticus.
God.
Don't do it.
Atticus is gonna drink.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Is that gonna kill
Okay.
someone of his age?
Well, damn. I don't pray, but I will do that with you, Atticus. Appreciate you.
Speaking of cleanup and all, Monty, do you happen to have any bleach or ammonia around here? I could load the little machines upstairs and help make the cleaning a bit easier.
Absolutely, it's mop number 5.
So,
All right, mop number 5.
Monty, as you come down the stairs, you notice this really ugly looking half elf just like swinging his legs from the steps.
What?
Man, he did not get any of the good genes.
And as he comes down, or as Monty comes down, he says,
No.
Oh my God, is Scrig back?
No. No.
He's back.
Oh no. I hear the voice and I just immediately upright out of my stool and go, what
We
the
all
fuck?
cringe.
We're gonna need some stones, Julius.
Stones?
You said my name and then the wind.
I just walk over and I give him a firm oomph to the chest. Not a full punch, but directly on the stone hanging from his necklace. And you all hear, hello! I apologize, but I must return to my adventuring friends.
Forward ho to adventure.
Wait. Did you reprogram my stones? Monty, do you have any cough drops?
It's too late for this, Greg. It's too late for this.
It's only second bell. It's like the freaking afternoon. There's no retreating upstairs from this.
Can Scrig write?
Scream. Damn it, Scrig. It just sounds like you're growling.
I got
I don't know.
Alright, Scrig. One minute at a time.
Oh my god, that's so much better. Jesus Christ. And even that's horrible, but it's so much better.
Jesus Christ, he's on about the wind
Alright,
again.
the
I'm-
wind needs to talk to Atticus. That's
The
what I
wind
got.
needs to
Okay.
talk to Atticus.
Atticus, looks like you're not going to be able to rest.
Sure. What about 7?
And maybe 7?
Alright,
Great.
wind needs to talk to 7 and Atticus. Alright, got it.
I'm excited. At least there's a direction there. Might as well go talk to sentient fog cloud. Lead me on the way, Scrig.
Sentient fart cloud is Ted Ferguson's brother.
It's that kind of day.
God.
Sentient fart cloud is Turd Ferguson's brother. Oh, God.
That's some funny shit. I didn't catch that. Lead the way, Scrig, as Carl just aptly noted. It's 2 in the afternoon.
Please, we're not doing this again with him, are we? Good God, no. Please, God, no.
You know what? It's good to see you. Did you tell all of them how I saved you?
Please.
He just Raycor just reaches for a bowl of like what is it, bar peanuts, and just takes one each and just shoves it into his ears.
Forward ho to adventure, my good lads.
Okay, I walk past him.
We were just having a conversation. We were just having a conversation how best to prepare a body for consumption. Do you have any thoughts on the matter?
No, please.
You could bring it and I could feed it to my kids.
There we go. We know how to get rid of
Problem solved.
Yeah, easily.
Best thing Scrig's ever done.
Doing so well. They seem to have kind of grown together.
Wait, they've grown to what?
Yeah, right.
They fused?
Yeah, kinda.
Your children fused together.
Yeah, they're like pretty ill-tempered now, like way worse than they used to be.
Does one ride on the back of the other backpack?
I'm so confused by this.
The other?
Is that a thing goblins do?
Your children's names were Banjo and Kazooie, right?
Like a rat king? Yeah,
Banjo and Zelda.
Ah.
Did they need to dance before fusing?
Boba, yeah.
No goblins don't dance, so
Scrig, again, you confused me. God.
Oh, God.
Alright, just come with me. I know this is all very confusing.
I guess I'm gonna go. You guys don't have to come if you don't want to. I think this is just my lot in life.
I'm not gonna leave you.
Listen to this guy scream.
I'll come with you, Atticus.
We've got to get away from here anyway.
Yes.
Well, I think it's best that we leave, and we'll head on with Scrig.
This is so gonna ruin my tools. I snuck upstairs, and I want to take my bag of holding and just start trying to shove the body into it. I don't know if this is gonna work, but while no one else is up here yet,
Right on.
I am not eating human burgers. I don't know if I need to roll for that or what.
Yeah, make a strength roll.
Oh no!
Don't ask you.
Oh? 18.
Yeah, you managed to get that there body into your bag of holding.
Fuck, my tools are gonna be so shitty. Tie it back to my waist, and I'll let the Roombas do their work after I fill them with the bleach that Monty gave me.
Right on.
And I give them a little bit of a tweak so they could also go up walls and work on the soot and all that.
Okay. I like it. Alright. So, Scrig leads you all through, like the bridgeways and seedier streets that lead to Malian's Gate. The entire time kind of describing to you that essentially like the medicine didn't work. His kids' coughs kept getting worse and worse and worse until they started like hawking up these like loogies that didn't ever separate. They were almost like tentacles until they like met, and then it pulled them together.
What?
And
I don't think that's family-friendly content there.
Can we get banned from Twitch for that?
It's all in your imagination.
Hey, it says mature content at the beginning of this. And Skrig describes this creature that they've become that essentially has 2 mouths and 4 arms, and only like a slight resemblance to a goblin.
And that's when I went and asked my friend the Wind about it, and it told me to go and get you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, like, I thought it was a little weird too. I don't know what you guys are gonna do about loogies.
Glad I used both my spell slots. 2 of the 3. Yeah, Skrig, I'm excited. This is gonna be great. We're gonna meet your friend. We're gonna squeeze your kids apart.
Whatever you do, don't upset the wind.
Okay. You hear that, everyone? Don't upset the wind, or Skrig might scream at us.
Don't
No,
one accept the wind?
Scream. The wind might eat you.
Okay. This is good. This is good, everyone. This is good.
So are we working our way back to his house right now? Is that what's going on?
No, he is taking you all to the abandoned temple of the Sovereign Host.
I forget, do we know about the Sovereign Host?
It's the national religion of Brelin, so you'd probably have at least heard of it.
Okay, got it. Some with ghosts.
Let me guess. Let me guess. We have to go to the sewers.
No. He's got his Terry Ferguson costume on. He still has the big floppy hat that he's like very excited about and like swaggering about town.
Glorious.
So he brings you to this large temple sort of situation. It looks like at one time this was a very, very grandiose structure.
Mm-hmm.
The only glow that's really happening in here at this point is off of the cracks in the floor with where like magma pools have kind of like started to seep up. And at the end of the room, you can see 9 statues, each depicting one of the sovereigns. And Skrig is kind of like looking around.
Remember, don't upset the wind.
I was not expecting magma, I'll be honest.
Oh, don't upset the wind. I thought you said don't accept the wind. I was just gonna tell it to fuck off.
No. Definitely don't tell the wind to fuck off. That is,
Understood. I'm glad I finally understood your speech up there.
Fuck you, thunder! You can suck my dick.
Before leaving, could we have taken a short rest? I'm still in pain. I don't know if we could retcon that.
Hey, it took 24 points of damage. I could heal you a bit.
I'm gonna do a perception check to see what that is.
I'm like half health.
Wait, is something breathing?
I don't know what that is.
Anyone know if it's magma or lava at this point? If we can see it?
Hopefully that's not a gastrointestinal expulsion, also known as a fart.
Wait, where's the wind?
It sounds like it's gonna eat me.
Yeah,
Hello?
can I find it? Perception check based on
It's-
hearing.
Yeah. Or is Scrig with us? Could he point us? Like, did he just leave us here?
I can hear it, but it's stealthy.
It's stealthy wind.
Alright, I'm gonna go
Oh, I'll
step.
take a look around.
Yeah, like Rancor asked. We can
Yeah, can I
try to
do?
find the wind,
Yeah, can I try to find it?
listen for it.
I have stuff for perception checks that rely on hearing or smell. Can I smell or hear the wind? Is it farting in my general direction?
So, Monty, you are the only one to spot it. As this large
Well, that's
panther.
stealth.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoops. I
I
thought that
thought
was
you said
perception.
wait.
you could only see it if you could go stealth.
Am I there?
What?
I'll roll for perception. I might get.
Carl, you should be here.
There I am. I couldn't see where I was.
I want to see
Or
the panther.
where anybody was.
I want to see the panther.
Nah, I wouldn't get it
I think
anyway.
you still have the hidden
right.
mark on you.
So, as you all are walking in, Carl,
Do I
you
see it?
see it.
Nice.
As you all are like walking in, looking around, Carl, you see this large, like, panther-like creature with wings kind of slink down the post.
Oh god, it's a really big bird.
And as it comes into the light, you see at the top of this panther body is the face of an elf maiden.
What?
I have all kinds of
And
confusion right now.
she looks at you all and says,
It is good that you have finally made it to my temple. I have been trying to communicate with you, Atticus Brooks, for quite some time now.
That's cool. That was cool.
and that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
What?
That is
What was
really
it?
cool.
Panther body, wings, and an elven face.
It's
Miss-
a Gyno Sphinx.
It's a vagina sphinx.
Is this yet another flying creature that wants to eat Carl?
It's a gyno sphinx.
I don't want to get eaten. I'm hiding underneath Rancor.
Sphinx.
You don't want to see
All
the.
right.
You don't want to see the flying gyno.
Flying gynecologist.
I can see it.
Hey, that was
Well,
wild.
Atticus, I might have some anger issues, but you got some fetishes that need some explaining, sir.
They didn't
Apparently,
choose me.
all of us have our
They
backstory.
didn't choose me. Wild.
All right. Well, yeah, that's
What a
going to
night.
conclude our session tonight. For anybody that stopped by or watches this later, thank you, and
What a
signing
night.
off.